another beautiful Wednesday morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, the 17th of June 2026. And yesterday, of course, it was the 16th of June. A lot of things that took place, of course, in terms of what was happening and commemorating the youth of 1976 and also commemorating the youth that is currently facing some of the crises that are happening in Mzansi. These are some of the things that we always talk about in terms of what is it that we need to do as young people of South Africa just to drive forward and bring on the transformation. And you know that there are some of the addresses, some of the keynote speeches that were held. An organization went out, of course, to have some of the conferences to speak to young people in terms of what they need to do just to get back to the real economic power that Mzansi needs. So, of course, those are some of the things that we're going to be highlighting. Those are some of the things that we're going to be talking about, and not forgetting that this month is still Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So do check up on your brother, do check up on the male figures that are surrounding you so that they can also share how they are feeling. So I think with that being said, that is why we say Wellness Wednesdays are what we always focus on. Of course, don't forget that you can connect with us across all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now, we are live on YouTube and we're also live on the Underground Radio. Just to enhance the experience of listening to the Vooka Breakfast Show, you can listen to audio only by downloading the Underground Radio app, both available on iOS and Android. If you want to call us, send your voice note in. The number to dial is 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. My name is Moeketsi, and I'm happy and excited to be with you this morning just to give you that energetic start accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. But not wasting any more of your time, you know that we always begin our day with the picture of the day. Seeing pictures behind me and you're asking yourself, what are we highlighting this morning? Because we always need to improve our bucket list in terms of the places that we visit. So this morning we are highlighting the Free State National Botanical Garden, which is in Bloemfontein. It's a serene escape showcasing South Africa's rich plant diversity. Spread across 70 hectares, it features over 400 species of indigenous plants, including rare skycuts and vibrant wildflowers. Visitors can enjoy shaded walking trails, picnic areas, and scenic viewpoints that highlight the region's natural beauty. Birdwatchers are treated to sightings of more than 140 species, while educational displays provide insight into conservation efforts. The garden blends tranquility with learning, making it an ideal for families, students, and nature lovers. It's a living classroom and peaceful retreat celebrating the Free State's unique ecological heritage. So that's what we have for you this morning, the Free State Botanical Garden. Let that sink in. Don't forget that name. And of course, add it into your bucket list so that whenever you are thinking of traveling, that's the first destination that you would go to. I hope that information was helpful enough for you to go there and enjoy the day. With that being said, that's where we're going to end with our picture of the day, and we're going to take a short break, and then when we come back we give you your news and sports headlines. So don't switch the dial. And once again, a very good morning. These are some of your top stories making headlines this morning. Starting off with your first headline. Moeketsi clashes with Kubai over artist struggles. Sports and Arts and Culture Minister Gayton Moeketsi says he feels insulted after Justice Minister Maloko Kubai publicly raised concerns about South African artists losing work due to xenophobic tensions. Kubai warned that artists are facing cancellations across Africa, hitting their income. Moeketsi criticized her for not consulting him before making the remarks, highlighting divisions within the government over the issue. Your next headline, Soweto legacy marked by gains and inequality. 50 years after the Soweto uprising, South Africa's youth have made progress in areas like education and social conditions. However, major challenges remain, including high unemployment, poverty, and inequality. Experts say while political freedom has been achieved, economic opportunities for young people remain limited, leaving many struggling to secure a better future. Your next headline, Ntshavheni tells youth the government won't create jobs. Minister in the presidency, Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, says government will not create jobs, urging young people to pursue entrepreneurship instead. She says government's role is to create conditions for economic growth, while individuals must take initiative. Her comments come as youth unemployment remains a major issue in South Africa. That's all for your news headline. Heading over to your sports news. Starting off with football news, Tshabalala honors a Youth Day legacy. Former Bafana Bafana star Simphiwe Tshabalala has reflected on the importance of Youth Day, honoring the legacy of the Soweto uprising. He highlighted the role of young people in shaping South Africa's future and encouraged the youth to use sport and education as tools for change. Tshabalala says the country must continue to remember the sacrifices made by young people in 1976. On rugby news, Quan Horn handed a surprise role at fly half. Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus has made a surprise call by selecting fullback Quan Horn at fly half. The unexpected move comes as the team prepares for upcoming matches, with Erasmus looking to test a new combination. Horn's versatility has impressed selectors, but the decision has raised eyebrows given his limited experience in the position at international level. Still on your football news, Goss defends Bruce amid criticism. Goalkeeper Ricardo Goss has defended Bafana Bafana coach Hugo Bruce against criticism during the World Cup. Goss says the criticism is unfair and believes the coach has played a key role in improving the team. He called for unity and support as the squad continues its campaign, stressing that progress takes time and the team remains committed to competing at a high level. That's all we have for your news and sports headlines. If you want to share your thoughts and sentiments on these headlines, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. For now, we're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we give you all your latest market rates and your weather update.
I just go and get that bread and bring it back to the tribe. Seem like every captain gotta maintain the cap. You could make change, don't change for that. Tell the whole truth, get paid for that. Bet you never fall off, you was made for that. You got, cause they ain't really who they say on the outside. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause they ain't really who they say on the outside.
Back to back.
We are live. Durban streets, what's poppin'?
Your favorite morning crew
On the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
Said you needed space. Said you needed more time to think. So you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My hair closed the door. Even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurt so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50-11 days, 50-11 days, 50-11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek? Or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That was there. Go back. Hurt so bad. Had to block out the memory. Yeah. Start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, love it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Yeah. Since you've been gone away so long.
Why you wanna bring me so? Delilah, why you wanna bring me so?
And once again, good morning, Vooka Nation. Good morning, Underground family. And good morning to everyone who is tuning in and locked in into the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is, of course, your energetic start to the day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. It's exactly 26 minutes past 8. It is the 17th of June, 2026. Yesterday, it was a Youth Day, commemorating the Soweto Uprising, commemorating the youth of 1976. But now, of course, we are commemorating and looking into how are we solving the crisis of the current youth in South Africa. Right? Let us know, how was your day? What were your key takeaways, key points of youth? If you are someone who is above the age of 35 or you're above the age of 40 and you have advices that you want to give to the youth, because I don't believe we should only dedicate one day to speak to the youth. We should dedicate each and every day to talk to the youth of South Africa in terms of navigating everyday life. So hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you're going to be using to talk to us, to engage with us across all social media platforms. But for this morning, we are going to be engaging on YouTube, and also you can call us or send your voice notes on WhatsApp. The number to dial is 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Let us talk, because there are a lot of things that are taking place in Mzansi, and it was not only Youth Day, but this month in itself, it speaks to the men out there who are suffering mentally. So it is a men's mental health awareness month. So with that being said, we're going to be looking into and talking about the most interesting conversation that are we celebrating the youth while men out there are suffering? Are we celebrating ourselves while other people cannot even go back to their grievances and get help from them? Right? So many interesting things that we're going to be unpacking. And of course, happy and excited to be with you this morning, because we're about to get locked in. But with that being said, you know that that I'm not always rolling alone. I'm with the best team, making sure that we're keeping you warm on these cold morning weather happening, of course, as it is winter. With me right here is Mr. B. How's it going, my good sir?
Hey, what's up, Mo? What's up, Vooka Nation? Yeah, we celebrated Youth Day yesterday. It was good, and but the term celebrate, I would, somehow want to get into it as to when we say celebrate or commemorate.
Yes. Commemorate. Hey.
What exactly does that mean for people? Because I think a lot of people do celebrate June 16, right? But it's a different story altogether as to the commemoration of the day itself.
Yeah.
But I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I am doing good, of course. Looking forward to the rest of this Wednesday morning. It is Wellness Morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So in terms of wellness, we are keeping you well, and we hope that you're going to keep us well right there. Speaking of that, some of the comments came through right there on YouTube. Z Elizabeth locking in, saying, good morning, Vooka Nation, Underground Radio DBN and the VBS team. Happy midweek and wishing you all a blessed day ahead. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Wellness Wednesday. Very good morning to you, Z. Hoping that you're also going to have a beautiful day ahead of you. TK comes through, say, good morning, Vooka Amahle. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And Sivugile, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Stove. Yo, stove.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Maybe it has to be hot, you know?
Yeah, it makes sense like that. But good morning to you, TK.
Yeah, it's a Vooka Breakfast Stove.
Vooka Breakfast Stove. It came there unexpected. But I hope that you guys are having a great morning right there. With that being said, of course, we have your current weather and market rates for this morning. Right.
Yes. Before we get into that, an interesting fact,
yeah,
because we didn't cover it. So yesterday, not apparently, but Tupac was born June 16, by the way. Yeah.
Okay.
So, 1971. Yeah, June 16. June 16. Yeah. So that's interesting. But anyway, coming back to the weather for today, right here in Johannesburg, we are currently experiencing 10 degrees Celsius, and it is cloudy outside. And in Cape Town, it's 14 degrees Celsius with clear skies. And then moving over to Durban, we're looking at 20 degrees Celsius, 20. And it has broken clouds, but it's still hot nonetheless. And then in Pretoria, currently it's 12 degrees Celsius with clear skies. And moving over to your market rates, the rand against the US dollar, 16 rands and 19 cents. The Great British Pound is 21 rand 71 cents. And if you want to buy a euro, you will pay 18 rand 77 cents, with the Japanese yen standing at 10 cents. And then moving over to your commodities, gold stands at 43,500 rands per ounce of gold. And then Brent crude oil is sitting at 1,550 per barrel. And then if you're looking at purchasing a Bitcoin, it will cost you 1,250,000 rand.
Yeah. Interesting. And of course, we're going to come back the next morning with your latest updates when it comes to your weather, or if anything changes while we are with you, hanging out with you, we will let you know what you need to expect when you go outside. So those are some of the updates that we have for you this morning. So what we're going to do right now is to take a short break, and I'm going to finish my tea. And then when we come back, there's an interesting conversation we're going to be having right here. Speaking about designer bags, designer shoes, for someone like you, would you buy that? Would you get yourself, I don't know what you say, but when you see it right there in the window, being displayed, would you be that person, who would fall for the niceness or for the beauty of the shoe or for the beauty of the bag that you are seeing right there? So we're going to be talking about that, just to spot the difference, because for some people, they know how to ask questions that can ruin your mood after buying something that you like, right? So it is exactly 33 minutes after the hour 8 o'clock. What we're going to do is to take a short break, and then we will be back to discuss and unpack that with you.
Sigue estoy llamando estas horas, pero estoy cenando esta hora. Ya es muy tarde, ya no llores, ya no llores. Aunque estés sangrando, te ignoro. Llámame cruel, no te valoro. Hiciste guerrera y esta guerra yo gané. Más fuerte, soco el cielo. Ya no me quiebro, ya no te espero. Fui prisionera, hoy soy mi imperio. Esencia es una trampa, la que nunca escaparás. Nunca escaparás, nunca escaparás. Sé que estoy llamando estas horas, pero estoy cenando esta hora. Ya es muy tarde, ya no llores, ya no llores. Aunque estés sangrando, te ignoro. Llámame cruel, no te valoro. Hiciste guerrera y esta guerra yo gané. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca te amé. Tu casa vacía destruye. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca amé. Tu casa vacía destruye. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame.
So yeah, before we went on the break, Mo mentioned that we'll be talking about designer items, but these ones comes from a story that IOL broke about counterfeit crackdown that happened in Belleville, where we're talking about items from 40 shops, Mo. Because I know you guys shop corner like at Belleville and the Place Lab, but we're talking 40 shops, and then when they quantified the goods of these items,
Yeah.
it amounted to around 98 million rand.
Ooh, of
so that's a seizure.
counterfeit goods.
Yeah, of counterfeit goods, right? So, so IOL reported on this, where we're talking about sneakers, we're talking about, basically this is piracy, where you take something and you create a fake label, right? But you call it the Nike and so on. But I'm just going to read a passage here, and then we're going to dive into it. So police have launched another major counterfeit goods operation in Belleville, with more than 40 shops being targeted just days after authorities seized fake branded merchandise worth nearly 100 million rand in the area.
Yeah.
The South African Police Service's National Counterfeit and Illicit Goods Unit and the Western Cape Counterfeit and Illicit Goods Unit began executing search and seizure warrants at a shopping complex in Belleville on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right? So we know right here in town, Joburg, that more small nje, like the local term, umdubulo.
Yeah, there's special brands there.
Right? So
unique.
So I've seen people that don't mind buying
those counterfeit
because here's
goods.
the thing, around the time when you were born, maybe you were 5 years old or something, Sinyaka came out with this song called Mafong Kong. But basically what he was talking about is that there are these Chinese knockoffs of original brands where you find them at a cheaper price, right? So he created the song Fong Kong Ururekle Rasa, right? Ururekle Kuma Chinese, something like that. And back then, it was easy for you to spot something that's a knockoff.
Yeah.
Boyubona, the quality was bad.
Yeah. Even the design,
rubber, you could tell with the
stitching
stitching,
and things like that.
you could tell back then. But here's the kicker. Right now, Yo, right now.
These guys, like, they're getting good because of there's information out there, right? There's plenty of information, and of course brands, they go all out to make sure that people, see quality through, their website and things like that. So they sit down, or what they would do is to get an original shoes, and they will replicate and make sure that each and every piece of that shoe, it looks exactly, and it's identical as the original one.
Yeah, because with labor laws and people wanting to take the production to China, it's possible that a Chinese employee that works at the very same factory where they create these materials, like your Nike and your Adidas and so on, that they actually supply more or less the same material, but then they're doing it through back doors, and then they're able to replicate the whole process somewhere. Because as much as we've got Silicon Valley in the US, but when it comes to production, China has it on lockdown, right? So now this morning, Vooka Nation, I want you to imagine and picture this, that you walk into a meeting or brunch with friends, and you're rocking a sleek pair of shoes that are inspired by whatever luxury brand, right? So compliments are flying. Hey man, Mo, this sneaker of yours, beautiful, and your confidence is on high. And then someone somewhere says, wait, is this the real deal, man? And suddenly it's not just about style, but it's about the perception. Because now they can spot that I don't think you're wearing the original, right? So companies have gone to great lengths to make sure that they sell quality. I've seen this YouTube channel. I think they also stream on Facebook as well, where they buy sneakers, right? But there's this verification code that you get from the sneaker where you just scan the QR code, and then it tells you if it's an original buy or not, right? But someone spots that you're not wearing original, right? And then your confidence drops. So based on what's happening in the country and the influx of counterfeit goods, there are different perspectives, right? So we do get people that say, Bona, they are the savvy shopper, and they are basically, their stance is, why spend a fortune when I can get the same look for less?
I mean, there's, of course, as we are going through these perspectives, a lot of people will also come with their own, and for me, I think I would come in and argue and say, guys, sometimes having those branded or nice looking shoes, I think it depends on what you do on your day to day, because there's someone like who lives in a gravel and a soily place, so each and every time where they walk, it's like, my shoes always get dirty, so I'd rather get these counterfeit shoes so that I know that like there's no much damage than wearing a 2,100 or a 3,000 shoe and it gets dirty each and every day. Like that itself, man, it doesn't complement what you want yourself.
Or even if you purchase a expensive shoe for, let's say, a boy child, and you know how rough children can be. So the question would then be, do you want to keep buying these at at a high cost, and then having your son ruin them in a couple of months? So for them, they feel like, no, let me just get them something from town, and I mean, after a few months I'll get them another one, and also they're growing at the same time, so it's not like they'll have the shoe forever. So those are the ones that are savvy, right? But then also there are legal implications, because it's like, let me put it like this: if someone stole a TV, and we're talking about like us, buying stolen goods. So if you participate in that activity and you buy that stolen TV, goods, you also you're an accomplice, you're a thief, right? But anyway, we're not there. So there's also the purist, man. There's also the purist. If it's not authentic, it's not worth it. So quality and originality matter to them.
I think that idea, it developed and it stuck with me, I think when I was in my late teens, right? because we don't understand what parents are trying to do for us. Because my mom, while I was young, she bought me a lot of counterfeit shoes, right? But now I don't understand. I'm a child. It's just a shoe, right? Because I love playing soccer. Each and every shoe that I would get, I would just kick the ball with it, right? So my mom would go to an extent of buying me these shoes, these Chinese brands. I remember the other one was Naisu. It had 4 lines.
For Adidas.
No, it's not Adidas. It was a nice shoe with 4 lines, right? But the name of the shoe was hidden. So my friends would mock me saying I'm wearing an Adidas with 4 lines, right? So that's where I started, to understand that, hey, there's good shoes out there, like there's quality shoes, because my focus was getting like the most beautiful branded soccer boots, which I like Mercurial. Nike, Mercurial. Yeah, I would never even, get my eyes off that. So I would have that to a point that growing up, okay, you go to school, then you would have different days where there's events taking place. They say come and like wearing your
CVs.
Yeah, your the clothes that you wear at home.
And those would be stressful days.
Yeah. So the day, my life changed with these clothes.
But something just came up.
Yeah.
That's not counterfeit.
It is.
It's not.
So there's
it's not, because if she bought you an Adidas, ne?
That had 4 lines.
No, there are 3 lines, right? And it's called something Hitsu.
Abibas.
It's something like that. Then that's a different story altogether, right?
So
shoes, there are certain designs that are really distinct, like unique, yeah. But for the most part, you'll find a good, even within the sneaker designs, there's just small variances there and there.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was a counterfeit, because it had a name and it had 4 lines. And what represents a shoe with that name and has 4 lines? It's only that brand.
So what I'm saying is that shoe, gave me the thing that I don't know, how to differentiate what's real and original, to a point that my mom bought me an All-Star, right?
Okay.
I bought a nice shoe. Yeah.
Okay.
I bought a nice shoe, and I'm like, no, a shoe is a shoe. That's the thing. So I don't know the difference of wearing an original shoe at that time.
Okay.
She bought me an All-Star, and one day I'm wearing that All-Star. Like, I hate All-Star. Like, I don't like All-Star. So one day I'm like,
I'll buy you one.
Yeah, let me just rock this shoe, man. Let me just rock this shoe. When I get there at school, my friend is looking at this. So he's looking like so the first question is so apparently I didn't know. He said to me, All-Star doesn't have like this small tag, on the mole liming, on this part, where you fasten up your shoelaces. Yeah. So he says to me, All-Star doesn't have like a label there. I was like, it's counterfeit. Take this thing out before people notice.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, okay, I'm not a fan of All-Star, so let's cut it out. Then I ended up. So I didn't know. Till today, I never even made research about All-Star Converse, if it has like a tag that's written All-Star Converse and things like that.
Yeah, because there was a time where, Pumabokayo Star, but you could tell with the stitches as well as the sole, the rubber.
Yeah.
You would see that's not the original. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think.
Especially if it's white. Yeah.
That day.
Yeah, if it's pink, yeah.
So that day, like my idea of, original and branded shoes changed, because one of the reason why I don't go for these other shoes that are famous is because of the size. People don't understand that once you go out and you want the shoe and you don't get your size, trust me, it'll change. You will end up wearing boots. That's why I like just big shoes in gym, because those big shoes are the ones that are available with big sizes. You go to a certain shop, it's like, guys, I want an MX. Hey, we don't have a size 8. We all have a size 5. So it's like from there, like it really changes because now you have to go to Woodmead each and every time when you want an original shoe. So it's like, traveling for shoes, guys. Like, let me rather wear these, shoes that are there. But now I make my research. I make my research, honestly.
Because here we're not talking about preferring a label versus normal shoes, right? Here we're talking counterfeits. And Vooka Nation, you've heard Dumo as he wears big shoes, right? But anyway, we also have the conscious consumer, and these individuals, they've got a perspective where buying lookalikes, basically they're asking the question, is buying lookalikes supporting questionable production practices? Because here's the thing. Think of you're an all-star.
Yeah.
And locally, we have Lokshin culture. Same thing. DKIS did the same thing.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So you get these shoes or items that look similar.
Yeah.
But one can have a brand within it. Where the thing I'm thinking of is like fish and chips. You can have a franchise, fish and chips. But who really owns like a fish and chips?
Fish and chips, exactly.
Because that's like a Kasi staple. So everyone can start a business, call it whatever, fish and chips.
Yeah.
So the same is true now, Nuguti. There's your lookalikes, which are slightly more affordable.
Yeah.
The same is true even in the smartphone space, where you get your top tier and then you get your lookalikes.
Yeah.
There's this Xiaomi phone that looks exactly like your iPhone.
I mean,
the camera designs everything body,
about the phone. Yeah.
So we're not saying Gucci like this is, well, it is like a ripoff, but
true.
This is what's happening in the market, manja, where because of affordability, let me rather buy something closer to that.
Culture, guys. I think the reason why people will come for you if you're wearing a counterfeit shoe is because of the culture. Like it's kept among certain people. Yabona if ipantula lakubona ugqoka umdubulo khulula la idi. And I think,
what do you call these guys with the floral shirts? It's Kotan. They'll come for you.
Yes. Yeah, so they will go into detail. Ukuthi baba lo mrashino wakho lo.
It's
Fazo, they will go with different names. But with lookalikes, I mean, we know we have this, shop. Mr. Swan. Yeah, that shop, they would go all out when it comes to like lookalikes. Whether it's, an Air Force, an Air Max, like they will try to make it look alike. Because I honestly understand that there are people who want comfortable shoes. Because sometimes, guys, quality shoes are not comfortable. Like there's something, I think that's one of the conversation we need to have, that expensive shoes sometimes they're not comfortable.
You should start shopping at Green Cross.
Green Cross.
Yeah.
I should check it out.
Because those are like medical comfortable shoes, right? But yeah, that's the thing, because there's also the other conversation more around culture that you mentioned, that you want to fit in, but then obviously budget does not allow, and then you end up resorting to buying counterfeit because you want to fit in, right? But then at the end of the day, question is it about the label, the look, or the lifestyle that we are trying to express, right? But one thing I can say is if you buy counterfeit, then that's on you. But if bongazi, sure,
you will learn.
But it is a crime as well
to buy counterfeit. Yeah, I mean, people don't ask questions, right? You see a shoe that you once came across at Shelf Life, being sold at 3,200, and then right there it's mixed up with jelly shoes, and then when you when you dig up that shoe, it's right there. I mean, people don't ask questions.
I mean, we're talking a sort of reseller or retailer where you buy like new items, and these items supposedly are original, right? But it's possible I could be a thrifter myself, where I buy shoes and resell them. Right. So no one says this is against the law. So it is a tricky one. But if you buy, let's say, from a shop or a retailer, and it's a knockoff, then that also is illegal.
Yeah, apparently there was a shop, a well-known shop, that has numbers, right?
Yeah.
We can't name shops here. It has 2 same numbers.
Infinity.
Right?
Infinity.
That shop, yeah, what they did back in the days. But I think it's because it depends on, where they are. Because if you are in certain townships, like they're trying to bring the customer so that they can make that profit, so that they can get, quality things. But when they started coming into the townships, guys, like they would sell things. Because you would buy, because the one thing I did was to buy a Puma jersey, in a different store. And then I wanted to buy the trouser that matches, that jersey, and I went to the store. Like when I bought that, because one thing we have seen with our friends, and one thing they would say is, if I know my paper, it's not the one.
My paper in what way?
So like branded quality clothes, they will come with so many papers.
Okay.
Those papers, they will write
labels
the labels and stuff. They will write a lot of things to say, even with languages, because now maybe if it's from Italy, right, they are translating those languages in different places to say, okay, if it's in Saudi Arabia, they will write in Arabic, in English, in Chinese, and those things. So one thing we look out for is the papers. So I noticed that there was just one paper there. I mean, I was like,
but you see, if we're talking counterfeit piracy and all of that, do you not think Moeketsi, these guys can replicate what these guys are doing?
I mean, obviously they can.
It's cheap to print Wanalama labels and sew them on.
Yes.
Right? So the only hope or rest I have is, okay, are you a big retailer? Let's say Office London, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can trust. Okay, I'm hoping you are abiding by umthetho.
Yeah.
And you are buying original, so that namangteng I'm buying original. Right?
Yeah.
But I've seen, like, the past couple of years, I've bought shoes that are not well known, that are very comfortable, right? So there's these trainers, but you can wear them every day, man.
Yeah.
So it's like gym apparel, but it's very good for everyday
running,
comfort and all
those
of
kind
that.
of things. Yeah,
because I mean, it's cool.
I think also it goes with age, guys. Exactly. I mean, you can't be a 30 plus with branded shoes. You must wear loafers, guys, like those square shoes. If you are above 30, you can't wear Nike. No, just wear loafers. Jelly shoes. If you're a woman, wear boots. Go get boots. Now you are busy competing with kids, man. What do you mean?
Anyway, MooCee has a bone to pick when we come back from the break.
No,
right?
guys, 30 plus should not wear branded shoes. Like Batala, man. Why are you wearing Nike, Adidas, and
Teng is polar?
Exactly. Wake up is polar. Hey, those are the shoes that you need. Formal shoes. Like, I wonder if you go in.
Is polar like as a fake in Masters Moshega, you can see it. You can see it, man.
Like, guys above the age of 30, they need to wear like a parapela. So, like, if you wake up, you go to a shop.
That's it.
Whether you're going to a shop in Makulen, you must wear parapela, my friend. You can't be wearing Adidas, body. No, guys. It goes with age. Those branded shoes, leave them to us.
I can sort of compromise in other things like clothing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Where I've seen it, like in Butlers, I say, Mr. Price, they're okay, but they require care for them to remain gahle. Like if you were to buy a jersey or a t-shirt or a sweater, you would have to buy one of those lint removers, because after a couple of washes, it starts developing that thing, and then you have to remove it. After you've removed it, it's good, it's proper, right? So the one area I don't think I can compromise, unfortunately for me, is shoes.
On shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes are important.
Oh, no, I can't.
Shoes are important, right? But yeah, I think and most of these things, as we are, of course, continuing, but now I still stand, guys. If you're above 30, don't wear branded shoes. I mean, there was a there was this elder that I saw, like yabona ubaba umdala lo. He was wearing a Nike Air 17. And of course, I want to ask, because that shoe is rare. Because there's certain stores, right? There's a store that sells the shoe, but they will tell you that you will only find it in certain stores that are around, not even in the township. So, like, imagine coming to a 41-year-old, a time will buy a no, like, we can't be doing those things. No, like asking someone who's older, like
the thing is, based on age, we brag about certain things. So from 30 to 40, it's like, do you have a house?
Yes.
Do you have a car? And if yes, what kind?
Yeah.
Then maybe perhaps between 20 and 30, then it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm rocking the sneaker.
Yeah.
Right? And then maybe from 40 to 50 is, how deep is your investment?
Yeah.
And then legacy and so on and so on. So, yeah, maybe Mo is right. At this age, I mean, if we're looking at a house, car, investment, and we can't be focused on
shoes,
right?
Hey, where can I find this shoe? Where can I find this shoe? Like there was a time where we spoke with my dad. Some stoppers I say, that no, Dad, you can't be wearing those things. Imagine competing with my dad. Now we all go to certain stores and look for these shoes. No, guys, you can't be doing that. There's dead shoes out there.
I've got this thing that I want to do with Umpilo,
yeah,
where, like, from a distance, most born, it's like, okay,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And extend it even further. Okay, I can see with Laba Babonke, Labnang Mama, here's the child, here's the dad. I want white sneakers,
yes.
like.
How? Kona manje when your wife, you are rocking all Nikes like your sisters now. It's like, hey, umtana kabani lo, mabanibona need to. So I think also with attires, like we need to see you gute abudi or ntate, like umdala. So you're not so. Imagine my dad is going somewhere. There's an event at work, it's like intwana unkadime Nike. I was like, hey guys, some other things, man.
Anyway, Vooka Nation, let us know your thoughts, right? Because it is somewhat sensitive, as sometimes it's based on affordability, and also people buy goods not knowing, because you buy out of trust. And as Mo mentioned, there has been a retailer that has been in the news pertaining counterfeit goods. But let us know your thoughts pertaining that. Are you the savvy buyer? Are you one that's conscious? And let us know in the comments below. So when we come back from the break, we will get a little bit into the news recap.
Yeah.
And then we're going to dive into our topical as well as celebrity news, because there's a lot that's happening. Jub Jub is in the limelight again.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that's in store. So stay tuned and do not change that dial.
Yeah. So, of course, some of the comments came through right there from Mr. saying Esther. So, I was wearing an Esther back in my high school days, and I am not looking back, right? Then Smami Karane comes through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation and Vooka team. Vugilo on this cloudy Wednesday, hoping everyone is good. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning. Hope that you're also having a beautiful cloudy Wednesday morning. And then she comes through saying, I would like to wish my mama a 71st birthday. May her day be filled with love and happiness. Happy birthday, Mom Egi. So Mom Egi is going to be our celebrity and is going to be part of our celebrity birthdays this morning.
Yeah, so yesterday or last night when we were talking, so both our moms are in June, right? Yeah.
Nice.
So the joke was, growing up at the age of 71,
yeah.
Right? Because my ancestors are cooler. Our parents are now at that age. No, Muntona 71,
yeah.
Right? So it means that we are now officially like abantu abadala.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's kids that come before us. They look to born at the age of 71, but I straight. But Tina. I remember there was a time where 71 seemed like okay, but now 71 is our parents.
Yeah.
Right.
Very interesting.
But
very
yeah,
interesting.
we'll come back to that when we do celebrity birthdays. But yeah, keep it locked and
Yeah, and just before we go to the break, I mean, I've never had a conversation of star signs happening when it comes to elders to say, "Ntwana kokwa ku Gemini, boy." Krizalami Pisces.
It means 1, 2, and 3, right?
But yeah, let's see each other after this short ad and give you your news recap.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, I always stay dreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally, higher to a bird, view, I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free.
We are live. Durban Streets, what's poppin'?
Your favorite morning crew.
On the Vooka.
Breakfast show.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hey. Emotional trauma with a prima donna, gasping when she see the commas, laughing to conceal the monsters. I feel like Kanye when he lost his Donda. When my father left me, you were there to heal the pain I conquered. I never pay you back for what that meant to me. Some scars just fade physically, but never leave mentally. It's where were people spiritually connected turn to enemies, and memories turn to villain origin accessories. And I'm the bad guy yet again. Spent so much time trying to find who the victim is. It's probably both of us, but neither one is giving in. So here we go again, throwing punches at each other's ribs. Gunshots sting like a buckshot. The pain hits deep, it's like my heart becomes a blood clot. Love dots, you're unblocked. Just to get this message, hope you get it on your bus stop.
And of course, it's exactly 8 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock, and these are some of your news headlines that you missed when we began the show. Our first news recap: Moeketsi clashes with Kubai over artist struggles. Sports, Arts and Culture Minister Gayton McKenzie says he feels insulted after Justice Minister Maloko Kubai publicly raised the concerns about South African artists losing work due to xenophobic tensions. Kubai warned that artists are facing cancellations across Africa, hurting their income. McKenzie criticized her for not consulting him before making the remarks, highlighting divisions within the government over the issue. Your next news recap: Soweto legacy marked by gains and inequality. 50 years after Soweto uprising, South Africa's youth have made progress in areas like education and social conditions. However, major challenges remain, including high unemployment, poverty, and inequality. Experts say while political freedom has been achieved, economic opportunities for young people remain limited, leaving many struggling to secure a better future. Your last news recap: Ntshavheni tells youth government won't create jobs. Minister in the presidency Khumbudzo Ntshavheni says the government will not create jobs, urging young people to pursue entrepreneurship instead. She says the government's role is to create conditions for economic growth while individuals must take initiative. Her comments come as youth unemployment remains a major issue in South Africa. That's all for your news recap. Heading over to your sports recap. Chabalala honors our Youth Day legacy. Former Bafana star Simphiwe Chabalala has reflected on the importance of Youth Day, honoring the legacy of the Soweto uprising. He highlighted the role of young people in shaping South Africa's future and encouraged the youth to use sports and education as tools for change. Chabalala says that the country must continue to remember the sacrifices made by young people in 1976. Heading over to your rugby recap, Kwan Horn handed surprise role at fly half. Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus has made a surprise call by selecting fullback Kwan Horn at fly half. The unexpected move comes as the team prepares for upcoming matches, with Erasmus looking to test a new combination. Horn's versatility has impressed selectors, but the decisions has raised eyebrows given his limited experience in the position at international level. Your last sports recap: Gosa defends Bruce amid criticism. Goalkeeper Ricardo Gosa has defended Bafana coach Hugo Bruce against criticism during the World Cup. Gosa says the criticism is unfair and believes the coach has played a key role in improving the team. He called for unity and support as the squad continues its campaign, stressing that progress takes time and the team remains committed to competing at a high level. That's all we have for your news recap. If you want to share your thoughts with us, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. While we're still at it, Z Elizabeth came through saying, happy blessed birthday to Mom Eki. May God bless her. And then Queen the Empowerer joined the chat saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. Stay warm. Loads of love. A very good morning to everyone who has just joined us. We hope that you're also having a beautiful Wednesday cold morning out there. Let us know how you are feeling. Let us know what were your plans, what were you doing as being part of celebrating the youth of 1976 and also celebrating the youth of the current generation in Mzansi. 060-493-3226. That's the number that you need to dial. Gentlemen, are you still with me?
Queen sent a picture showing us her uniform outfit. Yeah, so I saw she was part of a walk or something yesterday.
Oh, that took place.
Yeah, for commemorating the 16th of June, Youth in Dala. And it seems like a lot of people were out actually, maybe not like participating in like youth things, but people were out there. People were out there. They were out. Yeah. I think that's the most part. People were out yesterday, which was cool to see. The amphitheater.
So she sent you the picture?
No, not me. She sent the studio. Why would she
I'm trying to find it. Like
no, she sent it to in the WhatsApp line. Queen the Emperor. It's Sheba Queen Empress.
Listen,
nah.
She did.
Like, hey, MooCee, look, I'm rocking up uniform.
Nah.
No,
you know why
Queen
I say that?
Why?
You know why?
Yeah.
So because yesterday we were not here.
Okay.
So how did you get? or know she sent the picture?
No, I know because she told me that she sent it. No. She's like, MooCee, please check the studio line. I sent
the picture.
The picture.
Oh, so you all spoke as I did.
Queen, where's the picture?
No, she has my number. I do not have Queen's number.
The Empowerer.
Queen, please resend the picture because it's not
the picture.
here.
It is there. It is there. If I look, I would find it. But anyway.
Okay, so how does the picture look like?
No, she's rocking like that thing. The challenge
Also,
that
she
we
sent
offered.
you the picture as well.
No, she sent it to the studio line.
So, but how do you like?
I saw it on the studio line. That's why I'm saying if I were to look for it now, I would find it.
I'm asking when.
Last week when we issued the challenge.
Oh, not yesterday.
No, not yesterday. No. Sometime last week when we issued the challenge of.
Okay, no, it's fine. Then I thought
uniform.
I thought that was yesterday.
No, you're looking at no, man.
Because she's been rocking uniform from the first day of June.
Yeah,
at where she is working. So I think that also aligns with what they're trying to do in terms of commemorating, right?
Youth
so
Month,
we're still looking for the picture, and we will share it with you.
There we go. But I'm trying to put me in a corner here. Put me in a corner.
I thought Bamtumeli Zolo.
No. But even if she had sent it to me, I don't think there's anything wrong. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I also saw the Sarafina cast because Sarafina, the musical, has been showing at the Soweto Theatre. For the past month or so, I think, a couple of weeks, and yesterday they filled up there's Queen
the
theatre with her
is that
makeshift
uniform?
It's a makeshift. Do you remember the challenge that we issued last week?
Yeah.
But it will come dressed.
Wait, which part is a uniform that you would wear at school? Because the skirt, gotta get bubble skirt.
No, so this style of skirt was nearly gym dress, man. Khali, it's a makeshift, guys. It's not like a uniform. It's a makeshift.
High school.
You also said you wouldn't wear like proper. Would you have worn grey pants?
Grey pants?
Yeah.
No, I guess they don't fit me anymore.
Exactly.
If they did fit me,
yeah, then I'm sure if she had like a grey dress or like a thing. I'm
defender.
Well, she adhered to the challenge that we.
But there's a lot going on in this picture.
She adhered to the challenge.
Yeah, look at my badges, Lana.
Is that HIV?
Man.
Yes, this ribbon. This ribbon.
HIV.
But also, it's Pride Month as well.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Happy.
So, Queen, tell us. I don't know if there's something you want to tell us, but come through in the comments.
She's paying
Explain this look for us. Please do.
Yeah, because I think. It was maybe what do you call? It was
recognizing all the things that are happening in June.
Yeah, or it was inspired by something.
Most of them.
Okay, today
so it's Pride Month.
The youth is coming out.
There's youth.
But
anyway, the cast of Sarafina was performing yesterday.
Yeah.
At the Soweto Amphitheatre. So the amphitheatre is up and running and it's being made use of, and it was packed, guys. The amphitheatre was packed. I saw a couple of people that I personally know who were out there taking content, videos, and just showcasing on their status and their social media platforms that they were hanging out at this. So it was quite cool, man, to see that. Maybe some people didn't celebrate like in the way that we would think that Youth Day should be celebrated, but people were out and about, you know. So that was cool to recognize, man. So I think it would be cool to find out from you how you spent your Youth Day for this year, the 16th of June 2026, which was on a Tuesday. Man, very, very, very cool stuff. 17 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock. We're still hanging out with you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, giving you a daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by a very energetic start to the day. So, as it's Health Month, there's quite a few things that we want to specifically it is Men's Health Month, right? There are quite a few things that we want to dive into. And specifically to you, gents, when as a young guy out there, 23-year-old, 25-year-old, a 30-year-old, as more is coming for 30-year-olds saying that they shouldn't be wearing delabeled and stuff like that. I'm going to talk to you in 4 years' time. In 4 years' time, I'm going to talk to you, and you better not be wearing labels.
No, Baba.
You better not be wearing labels.
When I wake up with a tie.
You better. You better.
When I wake up, I'm going to wear.
Yeah, but quite a lot of things are happening. I mean, I think it's been a a sort of uprising and scaling pandemic in South Africa as to how men's mental health is not taken into consideration as it should be, in my very humble opinion. And I think it's surrounded by the stigma of society says, and things of that nature. And so we have to take those things into very, very strong consideration and bring them to the table and talk, especially amongst the young men in South Africa. Like Mr. P said, our parents now are in their 70s, which is crazy. 30 seemed, for me, Mr. B, I don't know about you, but 30 seemed like it's ages away, until you get to 25 and you're like, guys, you realize that in 5 years' time, you're 30. Yeah. More in 4 years' time is going to be 30 years old. And now, like, I've said this loosely so on the show, where you'd be Emakule, or the local shops we have here in our communities, and young men would come up to the shops, you know, we used to play in the streets, and when an elder passes by, you'd say, one man. When we play soccer or whatever, Tala is passing, and you guys would have to wait.
I know.
Now you're the Tala. You're the Tala now, which is crazy, you know. So we genuinely need and have to talk about these things, guys. And I think, as much as in February we talked about Black History Month, that why is Black History Month dedicated to the shortest month in the year? Right, it shouldn't be a thing where we talk about it just for 30 days. It should be an ongoing conversation throughout the entirety of the year. And I think it also comes down to Men's Mental Health Month as well.
Yeah,
we need to talk about it all day, every day.
Scale of 1 to 10, guys. How's your
mental
health condition?
What is mental health?
I think
it's balanced, man.
I think it's fairly
where
balanced.
Are you?
I think it's fairly balanced. I think I'm at a solid 7. Okay. Out of 10, I'm at a solid 7. But recently,
what is the base for you?
For me,
yeah,
regulation.
You strive not to go below a certain, let's say, number, because there are people that would say, "Look, I'm a 3 right now."
Sure.
And we understand there are seasons, but maybe it's also done in a healthy way where you know, okay, I'm going within Wamanchi.
Sure.
But I'm expected to stay there for
a certain period,
couple of days and then come out.
Sure.
The problem is people stay there, cut a seat,
and
right?
they don't come out. Absolutely.
Yeah. But if you were to take an average of your mental state, where are you?
I'm at a solid 6 to 7.
Okay.
Solid 6 to 7. On average, 6 to 7. And I think the basis that I use for me that comes to mind, the first thing that comes to mind for me is regulation. Regulation, and we always talk about regulation, especially with the type of work that we do here, right? You need to have a very, very, very high functioning level of emotional and feelings regulation, psychological regulation here, right? And I think that's where we distinct ourselves between podcast and what we do here, right? And I think that's where people miss it as well. Guys, we're not a podcast. The Vooka Breakfast Show is not a podcast. Do we have the capabilities and the abilities to be a podcast? Yeah. Absolutely, we do. And there's going to be a point and a time where we release content that is podcast-like. That is a podcast. But on a day-to-day basis, between the hours of 8 to 10, Monday to Friday morning, we are radio. Where radio meets TV, right? And you need a high functioning level of emotional regulation and psychological regulation. And that's where I think my basis is at. Is that I think my regulation is very decent. Very, very decent. I don't get triggered easily. I don't get mad easily. I don't get upset easily. I don't break down easily. Right, with all the struggles and the pressures that we have, firstly as individuals, just in society, work-wise, right, family-wise, relationship-wise, friendship-wise, and societal as well. I think I don't let all
you're
those
in a
pressures.
Relationship now?
No, I'm just saying in general. I am. Not like this is a relationship that we have, guys. It's a work relationship.
You know why? Mo? Because
function
he said
outside
friendship.
Yeah, relationships. Yeah.
So you're drawing
Am I
a
in a
distinction.
No, there is
between
just
friendship and
no, just to make a distinction, because you guys, we talk to people out here. We meet people. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, get MooCee. Yeah, no, I didn't.
Are you in a relationship?
Yeah. Am I in a relationship? Hey,
Relationships.
That's funny. But hey, Jonas, Thursday, guys. Thursday is movie reviews. I haven't reviewed a movie in a second. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about Jonas.
Yeah, because I think I'm missing out.
I haven't watched.
I also haven't.
I haven't watched.
Have you
but,
watched?
But no, I haven't watched.
Okay, let's put it to ourselves tonight. Let's at least watch one episode.
Wait, on Netflix.
On Netflix.
It's a series.
It's a series. Let's watch one.
The question is, how different is this from? I think it was The Wife, ne?
Okay.
Where there were explicit scenes as well.
This one is really getting people triggered. Like since Sunday, Jonas has been a pandemic. Since Sunday, Jonas has been a pandemic. It's really triggering people like no one's business, Mr. P. It is. It honestly is triggering people like no one's business. The Wife was. It's this one. I don't think it's even about the explicit.
But remember, with The Wife, there was a time where,
Sure.
But the way the acting was done
was so good. It seemed as if it was authentic and real.
Right?
This one is not even like
About
the explicit.
That.
It's just how Jonas is as a guy.
Storyline.
The storyline, like.
Okay.
And I think also pay homage to Umam Lambo, who used to the character who used to the lady who used to play the character of Mam Lambo. I'm coming to him. On Uzalo. Because she's 35. That lady is 35, but held the character of an elder lady for years, you know. So I saw on her social media platforms, she posted it. But yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow morning. So it's those kinds of things, Mr. P. I think for me, your regulation for me, how good are you at juggling and not necessarily handling, but functioning under all the stress and pressures that we have as boy children, as machita kokasi, or just in society in general, you know. So I think that's where I'm at. I don't know about you. You 1 to 10 on a scale?
For me, I pay like a large tribute to people around me, because it also helps to regulate my mental state. Because I tend to tackle things by myself, but that's when you reach out on my contacts, my circles. So I'd say it's good, and also I find balance from Abantu outside. So I would say 7, 8.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good, Mr. Mo.
I honestly, with me, I don't know, because my days are different. And I think it's also growth and trying to find myself where I am, because sometimes I think for us to build that balance, it really takes time, and then something happens, right? Right now it's been 4 years since I lost my mom, right? And you would think you're okay, and you're trying to
then something happens.
Yeah. And a lot of people have come to me and say, externally you don't show. External, because I don't just easily break down. Like I don't easily show off, to say, guys, I'm going through, even posts, post myself on the status day, guys.
Well, those people. Guys, how do you cry on social media?
I mean, it's not even funny.
You see, they probably don't have people to speak to, right? I do. Yeah. That's where the difference is.
Okay.
But you were saying.
Yeah. So with that. I developed this thing with my friends where we all about laughter. When we meet, it's like we just dump things. We dump things and we forget about most of the things. And to a point that when you are alone trying to deal with things, it's like, okay, should I laugh at my problems and go see? Because even laughing at your problems does help. It's one of the coping mechanisms that we have developed, because you say, Ntwana, I want a box and and you're busy buying this and this and this, and then we would laugh it off, right? And then when I meet people who are so emotional, like I struggle because for me, coping wise, it's like, let's laugh it off.
So your coping, do you feel like your coping mechanism is laughing?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, so laughing it off and not paying too much attention to it. Because I think also with the years that I have been trying to build that regulation, that balance itself, and then something happens, you know, an unfortunate thing happened because also life changes. Remember that if something happens at home when you lose mama, not only you experience, the people around you also, the family changes. You're starting to see certain traits, certain behaviors that you're not used to. So it's something that you have to deal with also.
Because Nabo, they themselves are dealing with the loss.
Yes.
The loss.
But also, as a unit, Nina Nonke combined,
Yes.
you're also dealing with the loss as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But you mentioned something that's quite interesting, and I think this is something that men do, where we boxes into.
Yeah.
And I'll attribute this to us in the medical space, where we don't go for medical checkups. We don't do these things up until
Something happens.
that's when
You want to act.
Guys, being sick is the pits. Yeah.
we wait.
Yeah.
We wait up
Yeah.
until it's a little bit too late.
I think,
Right.
and here's my thing. I think we are in a dire need to be a generation of change, and I get it. The generation, I mean, my 1K. Men,
Yeah.
men specifically,
Yeah.
as a generation as a whole, sure, but as Machita specifically, right?
Yeah.
Because we grew up with toxic fathers. We grew up with very toxic fathers and just toxic men in general. We grew up with toxic men in general. I remember at my brother's wedding, there's this man who was the MC, right? And he made a joke about it. And it's a funny joke. We laughed about it, you know. We would watch the wedding video, because they were you may remember back in the day,
But
DVDs was a thing.
video rise.
Yeah, you know, looking at cassetting or DVD.
Yeah.
And so we made a DVD about of the wedding and the celebration and whatever else, and we would watch the other video from time to time, you know. And whenever it got to that part, we would laugh as a family. He made a joke, and the joke was, "Hey, they need to whenever they have to tackle problems,
Yeah.
they need
Yes.
something in yan, and they carry, and it's because truth reflects life, or rather jokes and funny moments reflect true life.
There's a lot of truth in jokes.
Completely. Yes, we laugh about it, but when you take away the laughter and the funny part about it or of it, and you strip it down, you realize when I was at Chukukana, but this is how you actually feel about me. You know, and sometimes it genuinely is a funny thing. How MooCee we tutate guys, it happens, whatever. It happened. It was a funny moment, it passed. You know, MooCee peed on himself. But there's certain things where it's a real life situation and circumstance that I'm facing, and you're making a joke about it. And in the moment, it's funny. But when if it happens more than once or twice, like funny, first time around, it's funny. We can laugh about it. The second time, it's like, okay, it's still funny. 3-4 times after that, it's like,
You've got a problem.
You have a thing. What's happening here? And so he says that the joke was that most men, or there's some men in society who have a drink. A nip in their pockets, right? And whenever they have to tackle life problems, you know, hey, babu spanbani, and that's a toxic trait.
Well, not just that, but also the greens as well, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
If it's not alcohol, then
Yeah.
it's the herb.
Yeah.
That they inhale. So
Absolutely.
while we're still on that, some comments are coming through, right? Because we also want other men out there who are watching, or if you are a lady, you know a man who's going through something.
You know a Jonas.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to talk. You can come through, maybe because a lot of ladies out there, they do see the symptoms. And when they spot them out, you're like, why are you busy, you know, sniffing on my life, or why are you picking on my things? Like, please leave me alone, right? But yeah, Tepo came through, say this thing is not celebrated like before, which is June 16, right? Because I feel like this is not the South Africa that our leaders died for, right? So June 16, this is his comments in terms of it's not celebrated the way. So, and then coming back to Z, when we were saying to you, I think we were talking about, because she says, hey, please leave MooCee alone. Myself and Miss Q Rams had a small chat about MooCee's greetings. Now I understand why there's a special greeting. we were at Mbiza hike and cookout along with and many.
So obviously the stories, right? The stories,
the story time. You were part of the story
You're
time.
talking about Q-Rams, Miss Q-Rams. So there's Queen the Empowerer. Two distinct people.
Yeah.
Queen from the Rancho, right?
Yes, Queen from the Rancho, Miss Queen the Empowerer. So that's not the Queen we were talking about.
Miss Queen.
But Nala, okay, I mean, she's touching on a point on
the
special greeting, right?
Yeah.
I get you were defending Queen, so she understands.
Queen, she thinks Miss Q-Rams.
And also, now you have a special greet. You greet people special.
No, hello, Miss Q-Rams. Is that
like that?
Yeah. But yeah, moving along, man. Bokhosi say lol ditaba dia tswa MooCee. I mean, it's a platform, guys. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Right. Tepo says powerful conversation, gents. Mine is around 5 to 6 because you're asking on, where you are. Also, I dealt with a loss of a lot of people in my job. Sometimes I get hungry and start doubting myself. So it's hard as a guy.
Absolutely.
When it comes through, say, I gave myself 5 years to be self-employed and see what happens. But a lot of times it's hard because circumstances come through and mentally it's like, you cannot
training.
With what this comes with.
There's a song by Dax, Lonely Dirt Road.
Yeah.
Lonely Dirt Road. I think first as a guy, listen to the song, listen to the lyrics, and then there were some reaction videos that were uploaded online where men would play the song for their partners.
Yeah.
And it's as if this allowed the partner a window into what goes on in the mind of a man.
This guy.
Right?
Yeah.
So one of the lyrics is that when I need space, that's where I'll go.
A place to escape that nobody knows. Where I feel free to let things go and face this evil that burdens my soul. Oh man, I bring my hatred. I pack my pain, all the emotions I cannot explain. It's where I found God and filled that hole. It's He, myself, and I on that lonely dirt road. Ooh.
So when Utepo's talking about a job and whatnot, before you close it, right?
Sure.
I think it's the first few lyrics about where you can't show what you're in pain.
Sure.
I think just read the first.
When I need space, that's where I go. A place to escape that nobody knows.
Okay, we've done that one.
Where I feel, is it the second?
I needed somewhere.
I needed somewhere to take my mistakes. I didn't want my family to see me cry. They'll never know I'm crying all of this. I'm carrying all of this weight, dealing with the pressure of trying to provide.
Dealing with the pressure of trying to provide. So, I think most people like Mabai Mamela, it's like, I couldn't show it on my face.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I then take this drive through this lonely dirt road, and this is where I think by myself. Because it is a vulnerable space, Mr. Where you open up and tell people, even if it's your partner at times, where this is what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's vulnerable, because it's Xasa. You know what I mean? So there's this sense of regulating if whether or not you should share, and if you do share, how much do you share? And if maybe you've gotten burned in the past, it becomes very difficult.
Very hard. Yeah. No. That I can absolutely relate to. Being a very closed off individual, I completely get the being scared of being burned. And I'm one of those people who...
Have you been burned by...
To some extent.
Okay.
To some extent. And I think the hurt here is who does the burning as opposed to the burning in itself, right? Because if a Mr. B is burnt by a MooCee mist, it's like, mist in fetu. Young, dude, like... Young, how do you do that? Where? Now, do you get what I'm trying to say? As opposed to...
But sometimes we... burn ourselves, team.
That I get.
We get stuck in our heads.
Yeah, in our heads, completely. And we actualize the things that are in our heads. You know that thing of making practical your own worst thoughts,
Yeah.
when and you make them
You
come
create that reality.
completely, right? That's also, I think, where regulation comes in as well, where we need to step out of our own heads, because we create these scenarios and these worlds up in our heads, and we start believing the things that we make up in our heads, and eventually the universe is listening, guys.
Yeah.
The universe is not only listening to the words that we utter with our mouths, but to our most inner thoughts, to our body languages, physicality. How sick are you? How healthy are you? What are you consuming? What are you eating? You know, the knowledge and the information that you're psychologically consuming. The universe is always listening to all of those things. It's a greater power than all of us combined as 8 billion people in the world. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And so those things become a reality when you start making them a reality in your head. And so that's where I also think regulation comes in. But the burnt, for me, I think, it's not even in the burning, it's by the who in most cases. The who burns me. And that's where vulnerability is a huge thing for me, Mr. B, where it could be a friend, it could be family, it could, because I think it would burn slightly less. Ke Jonas, ke Smagaleng, ke Mang.
Yeah.
You know, comes for the Vooka breakfast show.
Not in the inner circle.
Do you get what I'm trying to
If
say?
it's in the inner circle,
Then
that's
it's like, dude, because it was a very vulnerable moment to open up about the most deep things in your life, things that are bothering you, the thoughts that you're going through, the pressures and the struggles that you're going through is not an easy thing, I think, for anyone.
Yeah, no, it's not even a guy thing.
Yeah.
For anyone.
As much as we say women are able to express their emotions much easier,
Yeah.
but nalapo, it is a difficult thing for anyone.
Anyone to share, to open up, right?
Yeah.
And that's where you find, you know, gents falling for those kinds of mindsets and those stigmas. And it's a generational thing, Mr. B. It's a generational thing where we want to include culture and tradition into it. But uputom tala is a person. What are you talking about? Umalume is a person. Can we not take into consideration what are we trying to say?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, yes, Vele, the makeup of man on the world or in the world is that men versus women. Men are very stronger than women.
Yeah.
Physically, it's been proven 100 times over that physically the makeup, the genetic makeup is not the same, guys. And that's like body sports and saying females should be paid equal. Like it's guys, it's no, we're not the same, right? But psychologically so, that's when the debate and the argument and then the conversation and the discussion can take place. We break down, guys. We break down. And it's evident in the sense that the statistics of men taking their lives versus women, men is on the male side, it's slightly higher.
Oh, it's very high.
It is unfortunately slightly higher.
I think Umehluko is that we harbor a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To a point that when you want to burst out, it's like, you know, it's been something that has been eating me for a long time, to a point that, yo, guys, you don't see me. Rather than because I think for the most time you guys have been ignoring, you know, what I've been trying to say. Because there are people who, you know, spare those emotions. You know, they get cut off easily because we know that there are people that they can talk over you. You know, they will come and talk over you. You get quiet. To a point that when you get someone who's there to mediate between the two of you, then you are given the opportunity to talk. The things that you take out into yourself, they lead to you saying, honestly, guys, whatever that I've taken out, I have nothing left on me. Because that's what men out there say. To say, when I get the time to talk, I release everything to a point that there's nothing that's left in me. Like, guys, I'm done.
And then he has start. So I once read a piece, and it spoke about the psychological warfare or the psychological operation that is designed to destabilize the home, where, don't come for me, guys, but men as providers, they are taking the lead in creating or providing or giving provision for the home, and then there's different roles that women play and so on. But now that there's women in the workplace and there's more and more men that are not working. Most men, psychologically, for the mere fact that they cannot provide, it does somehow contribute towards gender-based violence and all of these other atrocious things that we see out there. So this guy was suggesting, Uguti, to create balance, we should, and I'm not talking about abusive men where they use money as a tool to abuse the women, but it's like in a band, where someone plays the drum, someone plays the tambourine, and so on and so on. So we can't all be wanting to be,
the main vocalist. Yeah.
So when creating that synergy, it allows families to thrive, and if families thrive, the community thrives, and then the nation.
It's a
thrives,
rippling
right?
effect type of thing.
Yeah. So I just thought it was interesting, but a topic for another day. But for men, if men cannot provide, I think it kills them emotionally.
I mean, this guy, I think
them.
it was a pastor, I came across that video, and he was like, for most men, take away finances and see what they can provide. Just take away finances and see what most men can provide out there. Because it has been seen in society that when you take away finances from them, you've taken everything. Everything.
I think here's the interesting one is, and this one I came across on social media yesterday. This lady writes to this platform and she says she doesn't know what to do. She has been in a relationship, or she was in a 16-year relationship, never got married to this man. They have a 6-year-old daughter now, but up until 3 years ago, this man has stopped being active in the child's life. I think it's a little boy, a little girl, I'm not sure. I'm not remembering well. But he's financially there. Financially, he's up to standard. And she's grateful for that. But almost every other weekend, she sees the little child breaking down in tears because of the lack of involvement of the father. And as society, we have created, and thus I think it's a very psychological thing more than anything else. We've created this environment where indota must. I hate those sayings. Like, why are we subscribing and adhering to those very backward, screwed up mindsets of not thinking for ourselves first as an individual? Because we're thinking individuals. That's the thing. You have a brain. This is not about being educated or having gone to school or anything else. We all see what's happening in society. We see what's happening in our world. We see what's happening in our local communities, in our families, to ourselves. At some point, we've all been to school, guys. We've all gotten the basics of education. Early childhood basic education, we've gotten it. All of us, guys, you've been to school. At least at some point in your life, you can think for yourself. I don't even want to make it or anything else, because I've also debated that on some of our conversations. The age matter, the age factor for me is also not like a thing. That also can be debated. But you are a human being on this earth who can think for themselves. So why are we still adhering to this environment that we've created for ourselves as individuals in society, where we adhere to these mindsets? Amachita art, I'm an ezindota. No, culture it's indota. Tradition says a man must not. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, what world are we living in now? It's 2026, guys. Like umfazik mele musadu tsara tipo ko bokhaleng. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Those, and I think where we lack to understand and see where these things come from is, there was a point in time, or an era in time, where those things applied. They were very applicable. Right? Where does that saying come from? Right? Why was that saying, attached to marriage life, specifically to a woman? What does it mean? Right? There was a time where it applied, where, guys, when it rains, let's close the mirrors with a blanket. It applied. Honano, are you going to go into your bathroom or into, because now we have designs and we have big mirrors. We have a mirror now here in studio, right? But we have a mirror here in studio. When it rains and there's thunder and there's lightning, are we gonna close this mirror now and say, guys, pula ya, and it's rain? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Those things, there was a time, I think, not all of them, but most of them, there was a time where those things applied. But not anymore. Not anymore. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. And men's mental health, guys, and psychological health and feelings and emotional health is an important thing.
Yeah.
Because if a man breaks down, like you just mentioned, Mr. B, as a man, Mabashu, you're the leader of the household. You're the leader of the community. You're the father of the community and of the nation, right? And if you break down, what else? You know, who should take it up?
Exactly, because you go into a class and they teach you mathematics.
Yes, sir.
They teach you physical science and all of that. But have you ever stopped and wondered if someone has taken the time to say, hey, now I'm at class of how to be a noble man?
Yeah.
Right? I don't think there is such, because these are things that we pick up by ourselves, Tina.
As you grow up as a young boy. Yeah, definitely.
And you know, someone once mentioned, Uguti, look, there's the focus on the girl child, which is good, because we want them to grow up to be strong, interdependent women, right?
Yeah.
Because the concept of being independent, you can only be independent for a certain period of time.
Up to so much.
And just like in life, where you go through stages, when you are born, you're an infant, you're a toddler, you're a kid, you are fully dependent on your parents or your guardians. And then once you've grown up, you then become independent, where you now have a job, you can do things for yourself.
Sure.
And you start exhibiting some signs of being independent. Like, for example, with my daughter, there was a time when like it's like, no, let me take my...
I'll feed myself.
And then some and so on. But then once we now start, you know, bringing someone into the picture, whether it's friendships, or even relationship, we now move from being independent to being interdependent, where we depend on each other. But the way it's being taught is that women should be independent all the way. And then it really becomes difficult for us, because sees it and contribute in that space.
And the counter to that, and it's not aimed at wanting to put down the girl child, right?
No.
But the counter to that is that as much as we're building up all these girl children, who is taking up the responsibility of building up the counter of the boy child?
Of these boys that are going to...
Do you get what I'm trying to say? In 15 years' time, in 20 years' time, Abumpilo are going to be in their 20s, right? And we've groomed these girl children to be independent and be strong and going to the workforce and into society as leaders, and it's great. I advocate for it. I do completely.
Same here.
I do, right? I completely advocate for it, Mr. Mo. But on the contrary, your brother has a young boy, a son, who is in like what, grade 1, grade 2 now? Grade 2 now. He's like what, 7, 8 years now.
8.
In 20 years' time, Umpilo's going to be what, 24? The young boy is going to be 28. There's a 4-year difference there. More or less in the same age group, right? The same age bracket.
Dating,
Who is building up this boy child to be the counter to this girl child, where they can in a very healthy, positive manner, go toe-to-toe with each other in whatever space they're going to be in, whether dating, whether friendship, whether family-wise, whether financial, whether work-wise, or whether relationship-wise, right? This young man sees the young girl, hi, the guy, sharp.
He hasn't been taught how to regulate himself.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And Umpilo is this very strong, independent young girl who's in her 20s and is just finished varsity, is looking to get her first apartment, just got her first job, pays about 15 to 20,000. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
She's been taught on budgeting and all of that.
And finances and regulation.
And she meets the complete opposite.
But also society says, indota must. well off as she is, but the society is yelling and making so much noise in her ear that indota must.
Salary
To one understand that there's so many contributing factors and variables, I think, that play such a huge role in all of these dynamics that we have in society, of not really recognizing and acknowledging and realizing as a society, as individuals in societies, that we've created such environments, very toxic environments, at a micro level. It's in the smallest of things. You know, we joke about them. You pass more shopong, roreka makwenya now after the show, and there's about 3 girls who come up to us. Who guys, please buy us makwenya. Who are not shelter ronaka weekend. It's in the small things, the very small things. How banele, how mara umfanonjana was no 6-pack mara. It's in the smallest of things that we take for granted. Smallest of things that we take for granted. Who should pay on the first date?
A guy should pay.
I made my hair. I went and I got my nails done. And who should pay on the first date? Do we split the bill? Who claimed it and certified it? That
I think the one who asked, the one out.
Mara, Indota must pay.
But they must like merely call you up front.
Yeah.
I'm asking you out, and I'll take care of the bill. Oh,
sure.
You've made research.
Can we share?
So
here's what I'm thinking. Yeah. It's in the micro things, and those micro things, Mr. B, they build up, and they make this entire thing where now, once it's there, it's very hard for a society to deal with it, because at a micro level, we never dealt with it. We have toxic guys, more guys. We have toxic friends.
Yep.
We have toxic colleagues and people we live with and we spend so much time with, because at a micro level, growing up, we were raised by toxic men. Men who are not trained and taught to be healthy in society, and to regulate and to recognize when they are in a bad place and say, you know what, I'm going to remove myself from the situation right now. Let me go cool off. I'll come back and I'll deal with it. Rather than do you get what I'm trying to say? Which is sad, man.
Look, let's get into some of the facts, and of course, for someone who's listening and for men out there, this one really hits very hard, right?
Sir.
So in South Africa, men are 4 to 5 times more likely to die by suicide than women.
Say that again.
In South Africa, men are 4 to 5 times more likely to die by suicide than women.
It's crazy.
Right. So there was a stat that was released into in each and every minute how many men die globally, right? Like, it's so sad and it's crazy, because there's a certain level where men reach or haven't reached. Because for some men, if you come across people who demand a lot of things from you, already you are feeling the burden. Already you are seeing guys, like, these things that they want from me, I'm not going to get there. So it's rather I unalive myself, right? Many men avoid help because they feel pressure to appeal strong and not vulnerable. Right? And globally, data shows men are less likely to seek health care, but more likely to show up when it's already severe. So this isn't just about personal issue, it's a societal one. Right? So there's this podcast labeled Pen by Yenza, which is Amagents. Now it's a platform where men, are coming and talk about their grievances in terms of how society and structures, how other men are still using the structures as akdala, but those structures, guys, like, they no longer working, and we are seeing it, right? And one of the guy who was a psychologist, he posted something on his LinkedIn and removed it. So as a psychologist, he saw that when it comes to co-parenting, it's one of the things that is killing people out there. Like, it's killing a lot of men out there. So he saw that people are exchanging kids in parking lots.
What? Wait, what?
People are exchanging kids in parking lots.
No way.
How? Okay,
no, like co-parenting. I get it. What is co-parenting? I'm talking about co-parenting.
Context. Why want context?
No.
After 24 hours.
So he came to the podcast and spoke about that, and he was like, you know what? I gave myself and dedicated time to do this research. And he's like, when now you see people with kids at malls, you know, having some time,
no.
Yes. And obviously you don't you don't have to give off the child or AIDS.
Sure.
At least soften them up, buy them ice cream, buy them exactly. Then after it's like daddy's gonna see you. It's like bye bye. Obviously umnigani that bag of McDonald's, you know, the child is still happy up until the third day. Now the child's like, where's dad? You know, they don't
up
even
until
know.
a certain age, Mo.
Yeah.
Because you can only do that for so long. I mean, Umpilo at 4 years, now we can do it. But like in 6-7 years time, 10 years time, she's gonna be 15, and it's like you can't be taking the child to the mall every weekend. It's like hey, papa okay, and it's very difficult questions. Like
you know,
it's
like
crazy, guys.
yesterday, Umpilo uthi kimi, papu yako guy. So you can tell already Guti.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's a thing, very good. Kids very they ask it in early. That's why but since they aloreka borro.
Papa since that's me. Because it's not funny. We laugh about it, but it's really not funny.
Papa went to
Papa ya guy.
after
Tsara vixiki ye papa wabo.
sorry man, before it's cut his pale and
The last 2 minutes that we have.
I've got a nice photo here because my mom-in-law has two goods, guys. Right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you a picture right here on screen.
No, do I know Queen's mom? Queen's mom.
Is it Mom Eggy?
Yes, our celebrity for today.
Yeah.
Is it like a thing? It seems like moms are Geminis out here,
No,
Chief.
but so Mo.
Moms are Geminis.
This is
Kodi Sophie. My old lady. Man, this is beautiful.
But here's the thing.
So happy birthday, Mama Gamorin.
Yes.
Yeah, my
Koko
mom.
Gampilo.
Koko
Coco Gampilo, yeah.
Beautiful, ma.
I would understand why she's at the sofa because Tebogo does these outreach programs and events, where he'll invite her. I know of one he did. The first one that he did beginning of the year was the elderly, inviting Abokoko and Abomkulu, to come and have a day where he spoils them like no one's business. I think a 2-3 course meal, and type of thing.
Those are blessings because
I'm happy. Thank you, Ngwanaka.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So shout out to... Yeah, maybe, but I would understand. So I'm not really that surprised for Mutswadi is at the sofa. Because it would be something else. Mutswadi ke Sunday.
But very interesting.
No, I was here last month. I enjoyed myself. I'm coming back.
Mama. Sunday, guys. It's so Sundays, so sessions. But a very huge happy birthday, man. To Mom Eggy, Mr. P. Blessings upon blessings.
She has a birthday with Ramaphosa's wife.
Oh, it's Ramaphosa's wife.
First wife.
Table. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out. Seems like there's a lot of Geminis. Shout out to Arthur as well. Arthur was celebrating his birthday yesterday.
Shuru is birthday on Saturday.
Yeah. Hey man, gents are celebrating their birthday. And then there's one very cool friend of mine, Lena Kokasi. Socks still getting is celebrating his birthday today as well.
Yeah.
So Socks Braga, very, very, very huge birthday to you, man. So from us as the Vooka Breakfast Show, as the Vooka Nation, and as the Vooka team, the Blinko Network, we would love to say
as keys, man.
Happy birthday.
Moeketsi, come on, man. Change your character, man. Happy birthday. Woohoo. Hip hip, couple of volume. Hip hip. Very, very, very happy birthday to all of you guys. Yeah, we do. Guys, we're gonna do something. We're at 284 today. 4, 5, 4.
Okay.
Let me see. I'll tell you.
Guys, what's the 6, 7? Okay,
6, 7.
Yeah, because everyone's like 6, 7. I'm like, what's
6,
that?
7, 8.
Okay, there's things that pass us as well on social media.
But guys.
But Mo, let's just comments before we close it.
Yeah, so
85.
Cat Books came through saying Dumelang Vooka Nation, Dumela Cat, and she said that's a sensitive topic. Honestly, this Indota Master is not a must. Happy birthday, Ma. And then as Mami came through, said she was getting pampered for her birthday last year. Good is so fame.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Bukhosi also came through, Mr. Mo. I don't know if you can go through those quickly.
Oh, so Bukhosi came through, said, Marana Jonas iwe. As I was saying, Jonas killed a role. Now, personally, I'm tired of watching such series. We want African love story with a good ending. Lately, we watched those stories that show us African men are abusive.
That's a very interesting point. That's a very interesting point. It's a very interesting point.
We can continue to tell the world that us African men can't commit to one woman and not be abusive and commit to your wife and children. And of course, man, that's how we wrap up this beautiful Wednesday morning.
Mami talks about the Deck song as well.
Oh, the Deck song. Yeah. The Deck song had showed me that men go through tough times and they do break down, but they do it in hiding.
Guys, so it's a huge one. It's a huge one. I think it's a huge one that deserves a part 2, man.
Yeah.
It's a huge one that deserves, because
it's still the month.
There's multitude, topics that can go into layers into
the month
men's
itself
mental
is dedicated to men, right? So to all men out there, guys, strength to you guys, and not only physical strength, but mental health also. Right. So we are, of course, going to be continuing. This was a beautiful edition of the Vooka Breakfast Show. It's Wednesday, and we see you tomorrow, Thursday morning, same time, same place, continuing to give you that daily dose of positivity. From me and the team, would like to say take care and love yourself.
3 p.m.
Goodbye.
3 p.m. on TikTok, guys. 3 p.m. Mo and I will be giving you great music.
Danko.
So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard, so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it 'cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell her, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living one manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard, just so I can say I told you so. I told you so. I don't need your approval to be myself. I got that on myself. Gracefully, gotta keep it cozy. I'ma take it slowly.